Welcome back to Shemsuniverse. So today, guys, we're going to discuss Pisces in the Eastern/Vedic astrology. So Pisces is the last one that we're going to cover, guys. This is, of course, governed by Ketu or Neptune, depending on your depiction of it. They're the same thing. Neptune's, of course, a physical body planet, whereas Ketu is just the south node of the moon, and it causes eclipses. So with Pisces, it's still considered a very clairvoyant, psychic sort of sign. The number one treatment for it is the gemstone amethyst. It can help you really relax the mind and keep yourself concentrated, and also open up your third eye and seventh chakra. The dates for the Pisces is from about March 15th to about April 15th, give or take. So a lot of people that consider themselves Pisces that are like February 21st, February 19th, etc. Unfortunately, you're falling under the Aquarius, which is not unfortunate. It's a very great sign. But understand that you have to look at the prior video to see what your sun sign is in the Eastern astrology. I know a lot of you guys have been asking me questions of, oh, well, if I'm one sign in Western, should I still look at that sign in the Eastern, just look at that definition? No. Look at the definition of the sign that corresponds to the date in which you were born on the Eastern side. That's the only way it's going to work for you, okay? So with Pisces, these guys are very, very relationship oriented. They're definitely very wise. They're considered on the final they're the final sign of the whole zodiac wheel. So they have a bit of the traits of all the other 11 zodiac signs. They have sort of almost a higher purpose. This is what the closest thing that you get to like a master number or a life path 9 in numerology. The reason being is these guys are here for more than just themselves. Every other sign is here to learn about something to do with themselves, whereas these guys, they sort of know themselves. They may get caught up in their own thought processes and their emotional volatility, but they do know deep down who they are. They can get past their ego. They have the potential to do this. So the life purpose of the Piscean person is to actually go past that and then do things for humankind as a whole. Why I said it's similar to the life path 9, to humanitarian sign. This is a sign that's here to give back karmic reward. And these people are able to do this through their psychic clairvoyance. They're able to do it through their healing abilities. So professions such as like medical doctors, therapists, psychiatrists, people that are environmentalists, all of those things that fall under sort of service to the community is where the Piscean person will definitely shine. If they're not doing things like that, they still can shine. Of course, there's Pisces that are like rappers, there's Pisces that are architects, athletes, whole nine yards. But understand that there's going to be something in your life that's going to pertain to more so about giving back to your community or to the world as a whole. So even like politicians and so forth that are Piscean, they'll fall under that category where they make some sort of political reform or a societal change, or they're just there to be a martyr. They're there to send a message of some sort, okay? So if you are under this sign, you're saying, wow, that's a huge purpose to have. You don't have much to worry about. This is something that you're supposed to mature into as you level up in age. This is a sign of wisdom. So the color for it is essentially going to be purple, like violet and white. Those are like the highest frequency colors. Those are the colors that can go into the next realm, the next dimension. And using that energy, you're able to actually bring people to the stratosphere. You're able to actually bring people's understanding of what the physical realm is to the spiritual level and to the psychological, mental realm as well. You guys are examples of mind over matter. You guys are examples of how spiritual energy can be processed in the physical realm as a whole. So with that being said, you may experience a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress, because you have so much power from the heavens within you as a physical vessel. And the only way to concentrate it is to actually, for one, practice mindfulness, be very much in the present. To have a greater purpose is something that you definitely need. And to always look like above your ego. Like you have to go beyond that. If you're going to be at the ego level of selfish sort of materialistic wants, then you're just going to experience more stress and more anxiety throughout your life. But if you're able to find a purpose and find a passion, something that's actually going to bring I'd say goodness to the world, that's going to be of a constructive use, maybe a legacy, something that's going to be useful after your death, then that's where you're on the right sort of tangent, and you'll start to realize that you're more in line with the universe wants for you. Health problems, they're usually around the central nervous system. You guys can experience sort of certain like arthritis symptoms as well, just depending on how you're living your life. If you're living your life in a way, like I said, that's not very mindful of your body as a vessel, as a temple, then of course you're gonna have some bad effects. And also Pisces is such like it's a water sign. It's all about fluidity. So just make sure that you are working out regularly to keep the circulatory system good and keep your body's blood just moving in a very, I'd say, healthy way. If you're not doing these things, you're going to experience heart problems, and these things will be more pronounced for you because, like I said, this is sort of like your last chapter if you're a Pisces person, essentially in astrology, they believe this could be the last chapter that you're in this specific realm. I mean, the next time you reincarnate, it could be in another realm altogether. So you're here in this realm this time with a bit of a higher expectation from the universe. Not saying Piscean people are better than other people, but what I'm saying here is if it's your sun sign, your life purpose is to live as a spiritual entity in a physical body. And when you remember that, you'll then be able to surpass the obstacles that life has thrown out to you, and then you can ascend to that next dimension after death. But that should conclude the video, guys. If you have any questions regarding any of the signs, I'm done this chapter now, just hit me up in the comments. Also, Shemsuniverse 8.0 is up on Instagram. If you have a private message for me, something private you want to discuss, I'll be happy to answer any questions you guys may have. But aside from that, I'm done with this chapter. I'm heading back to numerology now, guys. But like I said, like, subscribe, follow me. That's it for today, guys. Peace.